Okay, so in the last video we talked about trying hard leading to playing worse. So in this one we're talking about sort of as your emotion increases, as you start to play more emotional, your consistency will start to decrease and you will play less consistent, right? So pretty much what happens when you're playing, let's say you do a really good shot, let's say you make a 3-pointer, whatever, you do something impressive, right? You have the urge and tendency to celebrate, right? But when you're celebrating emotionally, when you have this emotional attachment to it, you sort of lose concentration and focus of what's happening on the mind. It's kind of similar to the first video where we talked about as thought increases, the more you think, the worse you'll play. But this one's with emotion. So when you become really emotional, you sort of lose focus of the most important thing that's happening, right? And that's to win the game, right? So you lose focus. You start to get really egotistical. You start to think really highly of yourself, and all of a sudden you're not focused on the game, right? Most likely the next shot you take, you might miss it because you've been thinking about the last shot you made because you're really emotional, right? So one thing that I do when I'm playing in games, I don't celebrate at all. I try to stay focused, stay present in the moment so I can play consistently. So one technique is that if you feel really excited after a shot, what I want you to do is just have this fist and just clench it as hard as you can. Just do like this. Get all the energy into this fist. Right? When you do this, it'll take all the energy that you want from this emotion, being emotional, showing your emotions. Put everything into this fist. Squeeze it as hard as you can, like this. And then all of the emotion will go away. This is how you celebrate, just like this, with your fist. And then therefore, you'll feel a lot better. So when you're excited, just next time you're excited in the game, just do this. Quench your fist and squeeze it as hard as you can. Get all the energy to it. And then another thing, if you're frustrated, don't sort of show it. Don't like put your head down. Don't hang your head. Don't rage. Don't yell at anyone. What I want you to do next time you get frustrated, sprint down to the other end of the court. Especially if, let's say you just missed a layup, for example, right? Don't hang your head and just stay back. Sprint as hard as you can. Let all that anger and frustration out and just sprint as hard as you can. This will ensure that you don't get that emotion of frustration. You'll let it all out when you're sprinting. So if you do these two techniques and you understand this process to the fullest, you'll play a lot better and have a higher chance of playing better on the court.